forward position. At 6'6", number 14, at point, 6'2", number 0, starting at the guard position, 6'2", number 31.
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Toronto Raptors as they go up against the Philadelphia 76ers here in Wells Fargo Center. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, we know now that the process in Philly yielded two young superstars, Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. Last season, the front office toyed with a big shakeup, but stayed pat at the deadline. Coach Doc Rivers said, "I love that we stuck with it. They're young. Give them a chance." Kevin, this team is still poised to be great for a long time.
Clearly a special team and a special twosome. David, thank you. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at the 76ers, third best record here in the early going. Of course, there's the Raptors. Right now, they're 5 spots below them.
And for the Raptors, they had the kind of hot and cold start that we've kind of come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of a breakout season.
And, you know, perhaps with a roster move or two later on, they can start to break out of that pack.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. Guard spots filled by Van Vliet and Trent. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. And for the 76ers, outside the wings are Curry and Green. Korkmaz is out there with Embiid. And it's Maxey in at the point. And tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans.
Now here's Van Vliet. Taken away. Here's Korkmaz. Pass to Maxey. Embiid inside. Siakam's there.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone more confident than Embiid.
He's got plenty of confidence, and he's a funny guy, too, extremely entertaining. He said, "The mindset I get when I'm on the floor is that I'm the best player in the gym." And much of the time, he ain't wrong.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Last season, Embiid posted career highs as a scorer. And, Greg, he did it with unbelievable efficiency.
And how about hovering around that coveted 50-40-90 club? What's amazing is how comfortable he looks. The defense is never able to speed him up.
He hits both from the stripe.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Van Vliet looking around. And the rejection by Embiid. Over in the corner, Green. Now, here's Maxey. And stolen by Barnes. 4-on-3 break. And the rejection by Embiid. Green against Van Vliet. Green left side. To the middle. Here's Embiid. Siakam pulls it in.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Trent passes to Siakam. Barnes trying to free himself up. And again, Toronto no luck.
3 misses to start the game. Still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
The pass to Embiid. Now, here's Maxey. Covered by Van Vliet. Back to Embiid. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Now here's Van Vliet. His last outing, 16 points for him. Good on the bucket.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Pass to Maxey. To the inside. And stolen by Siakam. Barnes, right side. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's all knotted up.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Korkmaz. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Maxey, no good. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Raptors. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
Embiid in the corner. Got it. Good job in the low post. Embiid's got 6.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
The Raptors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year. And some changes here for the 76ers. George Niang, he's checked in for Green. And it's Shake Milton in for Maxey. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. A floater. And Van Vliet lays it in.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
Milton the pass to Embiid. Here's Niang, covered by Siakam. Here's Milton. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Now, here's Trent, guarded by Kirk. Van Vliet. That one, no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, fought hard really all game long, and I'm thinking, you know, maybe a little couple-minute surge there at the end would do it, but the inability to kind of really lock in down the stretch ultimately prevented them from coming away with the win.
Here's Van Vliet after the Sixers pick up 2. Van Vliet can't get that one to fall. And along with production, this team really thrives on Van Vliet's leadership.
He sets a great example with his toughness, his dedication, and his teammates believe in him and believe they're going to win, partly because of him.
The 76ers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Milton. Some changes for Philadelphia. Drummond comes in for Korkmaz, and Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Curry. Both free throws good for Milton. Toronto with the ball. 4-point game. Pass to Achua. 1:14 left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Flynn. D right on him. Shot clock at 6. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
You know, Kim Burke started his career in the D-League. He was undrafted in 2015. The D-League is now called the G-League, but he played for Sioux Falls. He's a Canada native and was named an all-star in that developmental league, showing promise for the days ahead.
That's good from Birch. After one season in the U.S., Birch Clark would go to Turkey and then Greece for 2 years, eventually working his way back to the U.S.
And Kevin, how did that work out for him? Quite nicely. Kim grabbed the final roster spot on the Magic out of training camp in 2017. Another G-League success story is Birch. Not to mention, he's just the latest in a wave of Canadian-born players to show their worth in the NBA.
Now here's Milton. And it's blocked. Anunoby against Drummond. And it's sent back by Drummond.
You got to be careful shooting around Drummond. I mean, he has a really good knack for when to go for the blocks.
And they pick up 2.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Drummond in the post, or by Birch, and it's Drummond missing. The Raptors have gone just a shade under 50% from the field, 5 of 11. That one falls.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
76ers trailing. Milton with it. 20 points for him last game against Milwaukee.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line, really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heel.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Raptors. They lead by 2. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a bit of a lull in the play of Joel Embiid. He sees the need to turn up the heat a bit.
I think I need to, be more aggressive. Just look to impose myself, just look to dominate. I guess I need to go back to having fun and just dominate.
And certainly Embiid has shown he can dominate.
MVP level talent. He's just got to bring it every time down the floor.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Toronto.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the 76ers. Shake Milton is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then it's Green. And it's Niang in at the 4-man position. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Pascal Siakam was the most improved player in 2019. He says, I love that I cannot be able to do something, but if I put in a lot of hours doing it, I can become good at it. The former 27th pick overall said, not to sound arrogant, but I saw this coming. Guys, he bet on himself.
He did. He was smart. He certainly put in the work. D.A., thank you.
And that could have gone from bad to worse if that three had dropped, and it came pretty close to falling.
Boy, it sure did. I mean, that would have been a heck of a shot. Let's see if he can get all three at the line now.
And he's good on the first of three. And Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
Oof, that's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun, so I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
He hits the second from the line. Nails the third. That we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Now here's Maxey. He's guarded by Dragic. Good on that shot, and with that the Toronto lead is cut down to just one on the basket from Maxey. Raptor shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Outside Flynn. Sends it back. The shot's good from Achua. For Philadelphia, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Pass to Drummond. Out left to the wing. Niang passes to Drummond. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And, you know, Drummond has no problem playing through contact. He excels at using that strong body of his to fight through contact and finish.
Fast break Philadelphia. Here's Maxey. And he lays that one in. Maxey's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Now here's Dragic. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. And throughout his career, Dragic has been a leader. It's a natural fit for him.
Duncan Robinson called him the ultimate leader. Dragic, leader of his national team for a decade now. God just embraces the responsibility of it all.
Throw good, Dragic.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Korkmaz checked in for George Niang, and Curry subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. And he can't hit the second.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Curry gets the bucket.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
And you know what? The frustration for the defense is mounting because it seems like they can't miss out there.
Now here's Dragic. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And we've seen Dragic do this for many years, fighting his way through contact to make plays.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made one and missed one. free throw drops for Goran Dragic.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Now here's Drummond. 17 points for him last game against Milwaukee.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
It's tipped. Siakam with it. Now Green defending. Feeds it to Dragic. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. And it's 8 points for Goran Dragic.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Drummond up top, covered by Siakam. Here's Maxey. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Maxey's got 6 points in the quarter.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. And Toronto also making a switch. Anunoby, he's checked in for Goran Dragic. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Barnes kicks to Anunoby. And there's the pass to Van Vliet. 5 to shoot. No good on the triple. And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. They trail by 1. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. That will kick off a 6-game road trip for the team. Inside, here's Barnes. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Barnes has got 6.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Curry. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the 76ers making a change here. Milton's checked in. A minute 20 left in the first half of basketball. Just 5 on the clock. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. The 76ers lead. Now Milton. He's got 8 outside Curry. Passes it to Embiid. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. George Niang is checked in for the 76ers. And Toronto also making a switch. Birch is checked in. Toronto, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And Van Vliet, here we go. Yes, that goes in.
Oh, tricky play by Van Vliet to beat the close coverage. Slipping pass there for the finish.
Milton the pass to Embiid. Banked in off the glass. That's now 8 points for Joel Embiid. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
And here is Barnes. He has 6. Pass to Van Vliet. The tray. And the 3 ball is good. Van Vliet's got 9.
And he's got a smooth stroke from long range. Van Vliet doesn't just hoist them up. His 3-pointers are always going to be high-quality shots.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Raptors lead by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Doc. I heard you imploring your team, stick to the game plan and know your personnel. What's that mean?
Yeah, we keep messing up coverages. You know, I get messing up on some guys, but that can't happen, but it did. So we just got to move it forward.
We'll see if the communication picks up. Thanks, Doc. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. Scoring-wise, they broke even in the second, so little ground was lost there. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what'd you see out there?
The bench scoring has been a big key for them. They came in with energy, and they were able to give the starters a real break because of the way they perform. That's the kind of production every team hopes to have from their second unit.
Shaq, what'd you think about Philadelphia?
They did some good things, but not enough. They need to start being more assertive. Go harder to the rim. Generate some free throw opportunities at the very least. Do something.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Fred VanVleet really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
So for Toronto right now, guard spots filled by VanVleet and Trent. Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 slot. And for the Raptors, their shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. Philadelphia on D. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's foul number 2 for him. It's Trent on the wing, guarded by Kirk. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's VanVleet, and it's blocked. Now, here's Maxey. He's tightly guarded. He feeds it to Embiid, and he makes that one. Embiid's got 10 points in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That'll be his second foul of the game. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. To the paint. Now that one from VanVleet. VanVleet's got it all tied up now for the Raptors.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now, here's Maxey. 6 points for him. And he finishes nicely on the layup. 8 points for him.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Here's VanVleet. 11 points in the game. And Embiid with the block.
Incredibly light-footed at 7 feet tall. Embiid can cover a lot of ground defensively.
Outside, Green. Here's Curry. The feed to Embiid. It counts, and the foul. And Van Vliet picks one up.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Andre Drummond comes in for Korkmaz. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Seth Curry.
At this point of his career, winning is everything to Embiid. He's tired of early round playoff exits, and he wants to try to win championships.
Now here's Flynn. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And he gets it back. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. And the Raptors call time here. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Siakam. They grab their own miss, and that one drops for him. Mikhailov's got 5. The 76ers leading by 3. Here's Maxey. He's got 8. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Raptors trail by 3. Outside Flynn. Pass to Anunoby. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Now here's Green. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Now, here's Maxey, covered by Achua. It's tipped. There's Embiid, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Toronto called for the foul.
Like to see Embiid finishing like that. Not afraid to get physical, not backing away from the contact while being fouled.
That free throw, no good. George Niang, he's checked in for Green. Chris Boucher's checked in for Toronto. And the second free throw, good. Raptors trail by 4. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. There's the pass to Mikhailov. Fires the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn. Mikhailuk's got 5 points now this quarter.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Embiid kicks to Niang. Down low, here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Thrown down with force. Drummond with great feel around the rim. Now, usually he's one of the leading dunkers in the NBA because he doesn't waste any time or motion in there.
Now here's Flynn. Passes to Boucher. He gets it in there. Boucher's got his first basket of the night.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Drummond, count it, and the foul. It's going to be on Precious Achiuwa.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
The 76ers making a switch here. Korkmaz is checked in. Then for the Raptors, Ken Burge is checked in for Achiuwa. And it's Dragic in for Flynn. Free throw, no good for Drummond.
If you look at the leaders in rebounding, it's almost a sure thing that Drummond's name is going to be near the top of that list. That's the kind of impact on the boards he's made over his career.
And here are the 76ers now. Raptors knocking down the tray. 1:21 left in the third quarter of the game. Good, nice job down low. Korkmaz has got 6. And Greg, when it comes to players who've led the league in rebounding, very few have done it as many times as Drummond.
And of the guys that have done it more than twice, like Andre, I've got some good news for him. Every one of them is either in the Hall of Fame or soon will be.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. After the Raptors pick up 2. And Drummond throws it down.
Well, that fancy alley-oop right there, that move by Drummond, the result of excellent communication with his teammates.
Mikhailuk passes to Boucher. Now here's Dragic. Defense is right there. Shots good by Boucher.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
The 76ers have gone an unbelievable 8 of 8 shooting since halftime. Must have been some kind of pep talk in that locker room. Pass to Milton. Clock at 6. Pass to Drummond. Shoots over Dragic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Goran Dragic.
Boy, excellent possession from this team that time. When you set up Drummond down low, I mean, you're going to get trips to the line.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight. The first one falls.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Yeah, one more make would have been nice, but they do walk away with the lead.
Here's Barnes, and he uses the glass on the layup. Barnes has got 8, and not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter. And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. 76ers on top. They're up by 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. The guard pairing is Milton and Curry. Andre Drummond is out there at Korkmaz, and it's Niang in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now, here's Trent. Here's Barnes, and again, it's Toronto converting.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Here's Korkmaz. Curry is inside. Defended by Trent. Curry's shot is good. And the 76ers lead by 2.
So good at figuring out ways to get inside. Seth Curry working on improving this part of his game.
Van Vliet with it. He's picked up by Drummond. Luke passes to Birch. And the layup's good off the glass. Birch has got the game tied up here for the Raptors.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
And the 76ers call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Green comes in for George Niang. And Maxey subbed in for Shake Milton. And Toronto also making a switch. Siakam is checked in for Ken Birch. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
Thank you, David.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
What's up?
Throw good, Van Vliet.
You love seeing guys like Fred Van Vliet make it. Not highly recruited in high school, undrafted out of college. Van Vliet has turned himself into a terrific player in our league. He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Van Vliet on the wing. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
It's been all Van Vliet tonight, and one of the best undrafted players in league history.
Outside, Green. To the middle. Here's Embiid, and he makes good on the layup. Embiid's got 20. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Now here's Van Vliet. Over Maxey. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Here's Korkmaz. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Maxey passes to Embiid. 2 points. That one goes. And it's a 3-point 76ers lead.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Barnes. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Barnes has got 4 points now in the quarter.
When you can make adjustments to the shot in midair and midstream and still knock it down, you know you're flowing.
Curry dishes to Embiid. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 3rd assist on the night. And the Raptors call time here. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
Well, he's been killing them all night, and the defense looks like it's practically packed it in.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Joel Embiid.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Raptors trail by 3. Barnes outside. Back to Trent. The pass to Barnes. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now, here's Maxey. Back to Curry. Passes it to Maxey. To the paint. Outside for Curry. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Shots like this prove Seth Curry is unafraid when it comes to taking big shots.
Barnes with it. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now.
Now here's Embiid. Over Siakam. Embiid, no good. Barnes outside. We've got 1:08 left in the 4th quarter. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. .106 left in the game. Pass to Barnes to tie it up. Barnes with another miss. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the 4th. A tremendous offensive output. Embiid trying to break loose. Good!
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
And it's Barnes with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. Stolen away, and he commits the intentional foul. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
And they double up Embiid. Curry kicks to Embiid. Pass to Maxey. 5 on the clock. From downtown.
And look at Siakam outworking the offensive player, giving his all there to take away that shot. Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And the Raptors call time here. They're behind by 6. We've got 13 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What's your take, guys?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
And the Raptors miss again. And now we've got the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And you know, for Curry, getting into the league has been a battle for Seth. I mean, He's more established and playing with more confidence now.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. So the 76ers win it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Yeah, I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Seth. Satisfying home win. What does the support feel like in front of these fans?
Oh, it's great. Great home court. They bring that energy every game, even when we're struggling. So, I mean, it's much appreciated, and it felt good to get this win for them.
It was a team effort and a crowd effort as well. Congrats. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports.